Hey, Tony here, Rain Adventures 2.0. Where are we at and what are we doing? Well, where we're at, we're in the woods. But this is a popular uh, bike trail as well as a walking trail. So it's way down that way, but I came up here because it's too early to do what we're going to do. And what are we going to do? Well, we're going to do a stealth bike camp right off of the trail. There is a second lake that's way out that way. We got to go back down to the bike trail and hiking trail and then head out that way. But it's too early yet. But I got some things planned for tonight, and we're going to go on the back side of the lake. It's something that I've wanted to do for a couple years prior to my stroke. And with this bike, I think we're going to be able to do just that. So I have already done a little bit of traveling on this thing. To this point, it's hot and I'm sweating and I need to just cool down a little bit before we head on out. But what do I got planned for dinner? Ooh, it's going to be a carnivore meal. And if you've been following along, you know I'm carnivore and I usually eat ribeye or a hamburger. But I came up with something trying to figure out what I was going to eat tonight just a little while ago, and I went to the store, got it all. So it is going to be a weird kind of a meal, kind of like in the early days before I was carnivore. I used to make some crazy meals, but I'm going to hang out here for a couple minutes, and then we're going to head on down that way and then get on that trail. It's more of a cart, a car can travel on it, but we got to go a couple miles to get to our spot before we turn off and then sneak on back there. All right, if you're ready, here we go. I've been hanging out here for about 20 minutes. I am going to do something real quick. I'm going to take some ferns. I heard this was a trick. I don't know if it's true or not, but these little gnats are terrible. So they say if you strip the ferns off there and rub them together with your hands, get all that oil on there, and then I don't know if it's going to work or not, and then rub it on your arms and stuff. I don't have mosquitoes out here, just these little bugs. Ooh, they're gnats. They're all over the place. All right, so there's that. And I must have killed a bug in there because there's blood on my finger. Let's see if that works. So far, so good. Okay, it's 15 minutes since I rubbed the ferns on my face, and yeah, it works a little bit, maybe. Someone told me that was a Native American trick that they used to do. I don't know. We'll see. But so far, nah. Not as much. All right. Well, I am ready to head down there. So I will get on the bike and get going because it is almost 7 o'clock. So it should be dying down now. But we're going to go ahead and get down to the bike trail and then head on out to that second lake. So I can go ahead and turn the bike on because we are ready to get out of here. And there you go. There, there, it's all set. Now it's at trail and also torque is 0. I'm going to hit the button and get the torque 1. And this is all downhill. So we're going to get fired up and get going. So we got about a mile to go down to this trail. So we're just going to keep it going here. So I am riding the brakes pretty hard. So this is the new Nomad X2. And it is a trail bike, but it's got a stealth mode in it. So I think later tonight, once we get camp set up, when it's late, we might go do a little bit of stealthing just to see how it all works. But we've got to be a little bit quieter coming down through here. We got the sun going down. Oh, it's looking nice out here. But I'm hoping the trail is less people right now. And I don't know, when I came in, there was a lot of cars at the other end. Some people will go fishing at this first lake, but we're going to go and head on out to what's called the second lake. or what I term it as the middle lake. And that middle lake's about 2 miles, so we got a little bit of traveling to do, so I'll bring you back when we get a little bit closer. We got some walkers up here. All right, I had to pull off. The road's right down there, but there was too many walkers on the road, and I've got my backpack on with all my camera gear, and I've also got a backpack on the bike itself, so trying to be less less obvious. But this is a pretty cool field here. All right, well, I'm going to give it a couple more minutes because I saw people coming this way. They're heading that way, which is on the way out to the parking lot. All right, I'll bring you back. Okay, we're back on the main road. So let's get on out there. All right, guys, we made it to the middle lake. So this lake, it's been 3 years since I've been out here. I had the stroke 3 years ago. Haven't been able to get out here. But down this way, you can see it's a creek now. The lake used to be right up against these trees on both sides. All right, well, let's get into the woods here. So there's a little trail that comes off to this side here. And I was thinking of getting back here just a little bit. We got some roots on the ground and stuff. All right. I'm going to work on, wonder how far out we want to go. I'm going to figure out a spot, and then, yeah, I'll show you where we end up. I got to find a spot. All right, guys, I think we found our spot. I'm going to take a walk in here and see what this looks like, but let me get this. This is mostly my camera gear that's in here. So let me leave that by the bike and we'll walk on over here. Just leave that right next to the bike. So we got a lot of rhododendrons right over here. So I didn't realize they were blooming, but they are blooming. Oh, look at those. They are really, I don't get a chance to see rhododendrons too often, but rhododendron, oh, let me get this helmet off. Whew, that is sweaty. All right, so we are gonna take a walk through here. I've got to find 2 trees that we can use. Oh, I'm looking right over in here. We should be able to find something. There's enough pines. Oh, that one there kind of fell down. It's heading away from us, so that's a good thing. But hey, we got blueberries right over there. Oh yeah, wonder if there's any blueberries on them. Yep, I see a few, not ripe yet. Oh, a bug flew by. All right, well, I want to get as close to the lake as I can. Oh, look at that. That looks awesome. So the lake's down further. This used to all be water. I remember it from quite a while ago. I think I'm going to pick maybe this tree right here, and then that one right there. So we're going to go right there on that tree, and that'll give us a little opening to the lake. That's either that one or that one right there. All right, yeah, so yeah, this is a really cool place. Yeah, it's got some big pines, but a lot of rhododendrons over here, a lot of them. Oh, the sun's going down. We're gonna have to get set up pretty good. Oh, look at that moss. Yeah, that is really nice moss. Oh, I love moss. It's nice and green out here. Got a little opening down here. You know what? I think I might change it up. I think we're going to come right over here. This pine right here, and then we'll go with that one right over there. Got a little pine tree right there. Yeah, that's a pretty nice pine. And then we got a whole row of rhododendrons, and we got this bigger opening right here that we can kind of come right over here. And yeah, I hear people. We're across the lake, so way over there is where the trail is. Oh, we got a guy fishing over there. All right, he's looking this way. All right, well, let's get back to the bike. I gotta stay hidden for a minute. Maybe I won't set that up right away. I'll bring you back once I figure out what he's doing. Ooh, walking back to the bike. Look at that. See that little mushroom right there? That's a pretty cool little mushroom. Yeah, it is. All right, like I said, once I figure out what he's doing, I'll bring you back. Yeah, there was a guy fishing out there on the creek, which used to be a lake. But he just got finished and headed up on the other side. So the other side actually is where that walking trail is. So most people don't ever come down this way. In fact, when I came out, I didn't see any tracks at all. So I got to get this backpack off, and we got to get our hammock set up before it gets too late. So I actually used paracord. Now this is what's called a cam jam. I used to use those for actually for on the hammock, but I've learned a lot since then, and I just realized I had this. So I just hooked that right on the rack right here, then ran the carabiner out, and then when it gets tight, you can see there's a little latch right here. When you pull it, it locks it in place. So I just put that down on the bike rack, pulled the paracord, and that held that bag nice and secure the whole way out here. Yeah, it didn't move at all. All right, let me get this off. So it doesn't look like anybody's out there fishing. So the only way to fish this lake is to hike in or use an e-bike. All right, I gotta get the straps. We're going with them trees. Let's get this hammock set up before it gets too late. So I'm gonna get the straps out. That's the first thing that we wanna hang up. I'm kind of whispering because I don't know who's on that trail over on the other side, but we've got these straps for the hammock. I'm gonna get that set up first. First one up. Okay, we got the second one. So I am gonna get this one hooked up as well. Yeah, I hear frogs. Oh, it's gonna be nice sounding out here tonight. So what hammock did we bring? Well, of course, the new Hellbender hammock. Oh, let me get it out of here. Oh, we got some food on the top. Oh, let's pull that Hellbender out. Well, I'm loving this hammock. Our straps up. So the Hellbender, this is a Dutchware product. So this is the buckle strap. This is the Hellbender inside of here. It's the 40-degree underquilt, but you can see that little buckle clip. Look at this. Done. Let's walk it out and get the other one on. OD green. I love OD green. So I just recently got the Hellbender from Dutchware, and I camped in it the last time, and it was my first time ever camping in a Dutchware hammock, and I have to tell you, it was the best night's sleep I ever had. Yes, it was. All right, let's get these buckle straps full. Look, bada bing, bada boom, up. I think we got that set up perfect. Little last adjustment there. Ooh, get that little leaf out. All right, let's give it a sit. Oh, so one of the things that I noticed about a sewn-in underquilt, when I had a separate, had the hammock and then the underquilt was separate, I always was worried about sitting down in it, that I was grabbing the hammock, not just sitting in the underquilt. But with this sewn in, yes, the hammock's the underquilt's the hammock. So you just grab, you can do it one-handed. Just, oh, it's so much difference. Yeah, that's nice. So I'm not gonna lay down. I think we're set just right. My feet are good on the ground. All right, I got a lot of other stuff to do. But the first thing that I want to do is I want to look at this view. Oh my goodness. That is amazing. Yeah, beautiful. So this is a nice spot with a view. So hopefully there's not going to be a bunch of bugs coming out of that little swampy mess down there, but it's kind of like a little marshy, but so far no bugs, which is good. Maybe that Native American rubbing the ferns in your hands might have worked. I don't know. Seems to have. I'll have to try that again sometime. All right, let me get the rest of the camp set up. Okay, camp's all done as much as I'm going to do right now. It was supposed to rain, 20% chance of rain today, but there you go, the Hellbender hammock. Now, I did put this ground cloth down because I'm planning on taking my shoes off. There's my Crocs. We got our Trexology table set up right there. So I've got my backpack hung up in the tree right here. Whee, I'm falling. So I've got to watch these roots right here. But I think it's time to start cooking dinner. What are we having? Like I said, it's something crazy. I just thought it up today. So while I was at Walmart, I'm like, hey, I think I can make this. All right, let me pull it out on the table and I'll show you exactly what it is. Then we'll get to cooking. Okay, it is getting dark quick. So we got to get busy cooking dinner. What are we having? Well, it's one of the Tony 2.0 creations. So as you guys know, I've been carnivore for 452 days now. But in the early videos of my channel, when I wasn't carnivore, I made really, really crazy meals. Well, I thought of this one today because a couple people said, "Oh, you're cooking so boring. All you do is eat ribeyes." Well, tonight we are going to make, wait for it, we are going to make surf and turf dip or something like that. All right, so what do I got? Well, I actually have some hamburger meat here. So I didn't want to bring raw hamburger because it's like 88 degrees out. So real quick, I cooked some hamburger meat right before I left the house and stuck it in the freezer, and it got really cold quick. So that's in that bag. So ground beef, you can see me doing the stove. So we're going to put ground beef in it in a pot. What's the pot look like? So a lot of people said, Tony, you should make the 2.0 cookbook. You know, too much work. They said I'd buy one, watch all the videos and write down my recipes. So we're gonna do that in this non-stick pan. All right. So we're gonna throw the burger in there. But what else are we putting in there? So I've got this Alaskan pink salmon. So turf and surf. So we're going to mix those two things together. But I don't know what the order is. I'm going to drop stuff in. So the other thing that I got, oh, it's like Philadelphia cream cheese. But this is, does this say just smoked salmon? Does it? Oh, I can't see it anymore. But this is Philadelphia cream cheese. Oh, I can't read that. Oh, maybe with the light you can read it. But this is salmon cream cheese. All right, get that thing there. And this, we're going to cut this up a little bit. So all of my mates out in Australia, I saw this and I thought I would go ahead and get this because this is Australian smoked cheddar cheese. Old. Okay, I hear coyotes. Australian smoked cheddar cheese. Yeah, they're on the other side of the lake and the creek. All right, so we're doing that. And then what we're going to do is I got real bacon. We're going to top it off with some real bacon. So the plan is melt it and mix it and heat it up all in here. And then how are we going to eat it? Well, oh, wait. How are we going to eat it? Oh, they're over there. So we're going to make like a dip. And on Carnivore, you can eat pork rinds. So I've got Max Original pork rinds. So that's what we're making. Let me get my cook pot out, my burner set up, and then I'll get to mixing. Okay, dilemma. So because I packed so hastily, I don't have my knife nor a spoon in here. Now, I don't need a spoon because I'm going to use it as a dip. And I kind of don't need a knife either, so that's not too bad. But what I need is for the pan to stir everything up and melt it. So I looked around real quick and I found a stick. But what I'm going to do is fire the stove up, kind of burn the end of the stick. Shorten this. Burn the end of the stick to kind of like use it as a stir stick. And then I can stir the stuff. Because really I just need the cheese and stuff to melt. The cream cheese and stuff. Oh, how am I going to scoop the cream cheese out? Well, hopefully we can sanitize the stick enough to scoop the cheese out. All right, well, let me get that fired up and figure out what I'm doing. So I'm going to run this stick through. We just need a little stir stick. Ah, that should be good. Burn some of that dirt and bark off. Good deal. So this is that Australian smoked cheddar. It is really good. All I'm doing is breaking it up and crumbling it in the pan. So I am putting that in first. So really, there's nothing that needs cooked, just melted. Ooh, yum. So I'm just crumbling it with my fingers. I didn't even bring a glove. Jeez. So next thing I want to throw in, I think is the hamburger. So we've got the hamburger right here in the bag. We're going to dump all of that right in there. So this is a non-stick pan, so I'm not really worried about that cheese sticking, but I don't want it to burn and too much. Yeah, I kind of want it to be a little chunky. I'm going to set that off of the burner because I'm going to get our salmon. Turn that down. You know what? I'm going to put the cream cheese in next. Like I said, this is salmon cream cheese. It's almost melty. Dump that on there. I can hear the bats flying around. Stick that back on. Let's get that mixed up. What's next is the salmon. So you're gonna have to tell me if you actually try this. So this is the Alaskan salmon, chicken of the sea. Don't get the smoked one. This one's in spring water. So I looked at different ones, and you know, because I'm carnivore, very, very limited on processed and things like that. Even though I got cheese in here, I'm doing this for you guys, sacrificing. But I have a Ziploc bag. I got to get this in the Ziploc bag, get it sealed up before I get any juices around, because we don't want to be attracting bears to our camp. I know this is very stupid of me doing this right here, because there are bears, and they love salmon. So do I, though. All right, I put the rest of that cream cheese in there, and now I'm just melting it and stirring it with the stick to get it all blended together. Last thing I gotta do is put the bacon bits in there. Okay, so this is just real bacon bits here. Get that open. I have to bite it. Yep. Okay, and we're just gonna sprinkle that in there. So, as far as measurements for our stuff, do it to taste. I did use that whole container of cream cheese because it'll go bad. And I'm using, oh my goodness, I ate half a pack of this. So, that's good. That'll last. Bacon bits, they won't spoil. Okay. All I got to do is get the pork rinds out, and then we're going to eat it. So this is a nice warm concoction. Yeah, it is. Okay, I've got the pork rinds open. So this is Max pork rinds. We're going to grab one. Get my stir stick out of the way. Okay, so this is what it looks like in the pan. Hopefully you can see it. And give it a scoop. And this is what it looks like on a pork rind. I'm stretching. That's what it looks like on a pork rind. And this is what it looks like when I bite it. Wow. And so, a surf and turf carnivore Tony 2.0 style. So you've got the beef, you've got the salmon, we have smoked cream cheese salmon. We had the Australian smoked cheddar in there. Ooh, that's actually really good. And it's warm. And we're using pork rinds as a spoon. I'll tell you what. Make this your next party favorite. But give it a try first and see if you like it. So far, I think it's pretty good. I haven't done this in a while, but that's got the 2.0 approval. That's a good meal. Yeah, it is. You're not going to be able to see it. I'm not going to be able to show it to you. I just watched a headlamp. I think it was a headlight on an e-bike. I saw someone fishing way out there in the lake, and I think they're probably heading back towards the parking lot. But I did want to say, this is pretty delicious. The only thing I would do is I would leave out the bacon. That's not as good with the bacon, I don't think. But make sure you get not chopsticks, but a chopstick. Because after you get tired of eating the pork rinds, you can just scoop it. Oh, like that. Oh. It keeps falling off. So I go like this. Oh, very good. All right. Well, I will bring you back once I finish this. All right, so I got camp all cleaned up. So I do have the backpacks right there. Now, I got to actually walk over to where my bike is because I forgot my phone. My phone's still on the steering wheel. Oh, look at these trees. So I actually have a light, a Woo band, a small Woo band light on my hat. This one was only like $19. Oh, there's the bike. Oh, yeah, there's my phone. So I brought camouflage for this, but oh, it's 10:28. You see that there on the dash or on my phone. Yeah, it was nice. It's getting late. I was going to take this thing for a ride, but now I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. But I do want to show you something while we're over here. So right over on the handlebars is a little light, and it is green. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can. So that's a green light for in the stealth mode. We'll be using that quite a bit because, oh, look at that moth flying around me. Oh, it's coming after the light. Let me turn this light out. All right. Oh, there's the little moth laying right there. Hey, you little moth. All right, so it's 10:29 now, and I am going to head back. But this Woo band, so why do I got the Woo band light on? Well, it's because in the storage compartment of my other hammock that I used to use is the headlamp, because I keep it in the storage lamp. Oh, looking all around. Work back to camp here. But you can really hear the bullfrogs. Hopefully you can hear it. But when I have the mic on, it actually does a lot of noise reduction. So I'll have to wait to editing to hear if you can hear it. But it is late. I haven't heard any traffic, or not traffic, but like bike traffic, people, anything this opening. Yeah. Haven't heard anything for a couple hours. Well, I think that's about time to go to bed. You can see the reflectors way over there on the bike. Yep, but there's our hammock. So it was supposed to be 20% chance of rain this afternoon. The rain didn't come. Oh, look at that. We got a blueberry bush right next to us. None of them look ripe. Maybe they'll ripen up overnight. But I don't eat blueberries anymore either. Just beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. Well, and cream cheese and the stuff I made tonight. Yep. All right. Well, I will talk to you once I climb in the hammock. So got pretty much everything cleaned up. So like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and get these shoes on and then climb into bed. Oh, I got my old light, old bulb. Yeah. Get that on. Get that set over here to give us a little bit of light. There we go. So just put that on the pot. I'll turn this big light out. Out. All right, let me get my shoes off and climb into bed. This hammock, this is going to be the second time that I've ever slept in this hammock. So I'm looking forward to it. The first time I slept in it was at that train track. Now I've got the other shoes right there. I'm going to set that on there. Get my crock over here so I can just at least stick my foot on top of it. Oh. I got the leg brace on this leg. Ooh, I stepped on something earlier, and it's a good thing I had that on, because it would, my ankle almost twisted. That wouldn't be good. Okay. Get my light so you can see me. Now, like I said, it was supposed to rain earlier in the day, but it's not supposed to rain tonight, which is good because I don't want to put the tarp up, because I love looking up. Let me see if I can shine this woo van up to the trees. There we go. So that's what we're going to see throughout the night. The big pines right under them. And my backpack will be good. Got my leg brace right here. Get my shoes a little closer. Line them up so I can stick them in there. Oh, let me turn this off before I blind you. All right. So I got my shoes right there. And we are in the hammock for the night. Now, this hammock is meant, I'm head right, so this is laying right like that. Oh, get my leg down. Your head just drops right into this little hole right here. Or not a hole, but it's just the way that they've cut it so that it's really comfortable. It's kind of like a built-in pillow. All right. Well, hey, you know what I say. Good night. Lights out. You have a great night. I will see you in the morning. I'll bring him back if I get up and hear anything, or I don't know if anything happens. All right. Good night. Lights out. Oh, this is really nice. Oh, I'm looking straight out at the lake too. And there's a ton of stars out. Oh man, it's nice. All right, better go to bed. See you in the morning. Well, good morning. Oh, the sun's coming up. Oh, good morning, little pine tree. we we had this little pine tree right next to us all night. So I had a great sleep. I love looking up at these pines. I did not hear anyone over on the other side all morning long. It's 8 o'clock right now. I haven't heard anyone walking on the trail. Uh, yeah, so the sun's coming up behind us. It's set over there last night. But all night long I heard frogs. So I haven't heard bullfrogs in a long time. Oh, I kind of slid down a little bit. Let me slide myself back up. I'm kind of turned. I just been laying here just relaxing. Yeah, just taking in the morning. Like I said, it's 8 o'clock. I don't know if I said it already or not, but it's 8 o'clock right now. I'm going to go ahead and get a cup of coffee and get on out of here. Well, I got to break down camp. Well, let me get up and get my shoes on. I think I'm just going to put my Crocs on till I get my coffee made. What kind of coffee we having? Well, I'm not sure yet. I forget what I brought. I think I got two different kinds. Yeah. Well, let me get my shoes on. Well, I've got two kinds of coffee. So we have KUJU, Kuju, Ethiopian coffee, which is a pour over, which I got the little titanium cup there, or Black Rifle. So we got Ethiopian coffee, pour over, or Black Rifle. I think some of you guys are saying Black Rifle, so Black Rifle it is. Instant coffee. Well, let me get that started. I got to get some water boiling. Alrighty. Just put some in, enough for a cup. That should be good. Okay, let's get this fired up. A lot of birds and butterflies. Yeah. I don't know if that one bird that's chirping just a minute ago is, I think that's called a killdeer. Killdeer. I hear them in parking lots a lot of times. A lot of wildlife out here. Hopefully you're hearing it all. All right, let's get this fired up. We got steam. Turn that off. It's like feel like I'm pulling a hand grenade. So we got our Black Rifle. So for the ones that said, the Ethiopian coffee, and there wasn't enough of you. No, we'll do that next time. I just want to get this going. I'm looking for a quick cup of coffee, and nothing like a Black Rifle instant coffee in the morning. Yum. Well, we're just going to take our coffee and walk over to the opening here and take a sip of our coffee. Oh, this is a beautiful spot. It's been really great being here. Actually, it's very relaxing of a camp. But I am gonna take the first sip. Salute, cheers, and good morning. Now that's a good cup of coffee. Yeah, it is. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get camp broke down, and then well, first I'm going to enjoy my coffee, but after that, because it's starting to cloud up a little bit, we're supposed to get some rain this afternoon. I want to get out of here before that rain hits. This hammock was a great hammock to sleep in. All right, well, let me finish my coffee, and then I'll pack up, and I'll talk to you on our way out. All right. Ta-da! We're all cleaned up. We're all packed up. I brought the bike over here because look at this view. Oh, that is nice. All right, so everything went great. Got the area all picked up, and we're going to get out of here. I got to get the helmet on, get the bike fired up, and head that way. I want to say thanks a lot for coming along on this random adventure. I know this was a little different one. It was the first time here with the e-bike, and it was our second time ever e-bike camping. I had a lot of fun doing this, and this bike got me here when I haven't been here in over 3 years. I came here with my dog Bailey. We went out that way, had coffee one morning after work. That's one of the early videos on my channel. It was real early in the morning, and I fell in love with this area, but I was never able to get back here. But last night and yesterday we did, and this morning we're heading out, and we will be coming back. I want to say thanks a lot for watching this video, and if you can't get out and have your own adventure, keep coming along with me. I know a lot of you can't get out anymore, and I know I struggle, but hey, I'd love having you here with me. And if you noticed a little bit of different stuff on here, so I have a new get up here. It's a new camera. So this is the Insta360 4X, I believe. So that is some of the different filming style that you saw. So I was learning it. This was a great place to come to learn. But I will see you on the next random adventure. Watch this video playlist here if you can't wait till next Thursday. All right. Well, I really appreciate it. You have a great week, and we'll see you next Thursday. Lord willing, God bless you. And Tony 2.0 out. See ya.